know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
I want to talk about personal growth. Personal growth. I was listening to some interview the other day. I don't even know the guy's name, who it was. One of the things he was saying, you got a sticker that says, work on your game. Where you get it from? You didn't get it from me. Let me know. I'm about to have some stickers though in a minute. But anyway, he was talking about personal growth, and he said personal growth is like watering a tree. Because when you water a tree, you don't see a tree grow. A tree takes a long ass time to grow. It might be years where that little seed is sitting in the dirt. You keep watering it and nothing's happening. So a lot of people neglect to do personal growth because they don't see immediate results. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you can take with you when it comes to that watering your tree. I'm talking about yourself, watering your tree to make yourself grow more as a person. 3 things real quick. Number 1 is that you got to stop watching a pot boil. All right, so when you ever be boiling some water and you're sitting there watching the pot, like, yo, when is this water going to get hot? When is this water going to start bubbling up? And the longer you watch it, the longer it takes. But then as soon as you walk away and start doing something else, take your mind off the pot, all of a sudden it's boiling. All of a sudden that tea kettle starts whistling. What you got to understand is that when you're watching that pot, especially when you're trying to grow a tree, you're trying to grow yourself as a person, you can't look at it on a day-by-day thing. Like, damn, well, I listened to this audio tape, I ain't getting no better. I read this book about making $1 million. I ain't make no money. Matter of fact, I just got 3 bills in the mail. I got less money now than I had when I started reading it. That's the way a lot of people look at personal growth, so they neglect to do it because they're watching a pot boil. So don't watch the pot boil. What you need to do is look at yourself like a tree. And if any of you ever got a tree anywhere that you live, think about how long that tree has been in that dirt before it grew to the size that it is now. It's probably been 10, 20, maybe longer than you've been alive. That tree had to be there in order to grow to the length that it is, the size that it is. So you need to look at yourself the same way. Number 2 thing. So number 1 is stop watching a pot boil. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen as soon as you do it. It's not like as soon as you listen to this Periscope stream, all of a sudden you're just going to become this great leader who everybody's following. It's not going to happen like that. You just got to let the pot boil. Number 2 thing is that it takes time for anything that's worth value. Anything that's of value, ladies and gentlemen, it took you time to get it, took you time to become it, it takes you time to own it, and it takes you time to keep it. Anything that has value, it takes time. If you think about this in life, think about it. If all you young men, think about the women that you've dated. Think about your boyfriends and girlfriends. They're usually not the ones you was able to get in bed quick. They was the ones who got in bed slow. See, the ones you got in bed quick with, you got rid of them just quickly. True or not true? This is what happens in life. The things that come quickly are easy to get rid of, and the things that come slowly are the ones that have value. And this is in business. This is in your relationships. This is as you as a person. This is in your sports. And think about the things that you value most. Think about your achievements that you're most happy about. The achievements that you're most proud of are the ones that took you the most time to get. You went through the most bullshit. You went through the most struggle. Those ones that you achieved, those are the ones that you're most proud of because it took you the most work to get them. The ones that you got easy, stuff that you get easily, you don't even remember it, right? You probably got some achievements that you achieved easily. You can't even remember that you did it unless somebody tells you. You're like, you know what, I did do that. You don't even remember it. You probably got girls that you slept with, you met on the first night. You don't even remember meeting them. Like, oh, yo, you know what, I did. I forgot about her. That's what happens when you get things quickly. Things that come slowly, you value. And personal growth is something that's of value. It takes time. So understand you got to put some time in, then you'll get the result. And number 3 thing that you got to understand is that I know all of you don't consider yourselves to be average, right? I don't think most of you are average because you wouldn't be listening to the stuff that I'll be talking about because this is not an average conversation. Most people don't want to grow their tree because it takes too long, because they want something that comes immediate, because they don't have that long-term vision. They think of everything on a short-term level. So since you're not average, that means you got to do what the average people ain't doing. The average people are thinking short-term. They want something that comes quick, and they're not going to do anything that takes a long time to get the result. So since you're not average, you got to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, which means you got to start thinking long-term. You got to start investing in yourself. And when I say investing, that don't mean you got to pull out money. Investing is time. Time is more valuable than money. If you could just put time into developing yourself, put time into reading books. I got a link on my website that tells you books that you can read for every area of life that you want to get better at. Go to that on my website. It's the link in my bio. Read those books. And they're not all my books. I'm talking about books from other people. Read those books. Listen to audio tapes. Listen to podcasts. Listen to even YouTube. Go on YouTube and find professional speakers. All those books that I listed, all those guys do speaking engagements. Go find their YouTube videos and watch them speak. Listen to the stuff that they're saying. This stuff doesn't cost you money. It costs you time, which is more valuable. So invest in yourself so you can learn and develop yourself into the right type of person. So let me recap these 3 tips. Number 1. Understand it's like growing a tree. You're not going to see immediate results. Stop watching a pot boil. Number 2, it takes time. Anything of value takes time to develop. It's not going to happen overnight. And number 3, since most people are average, most people won't do this stuff because they don't see the immediate results. And since you're not average, you're going to do the opposite of what average people do. Everybody got that. My name's Dre all day. Listen, check the link in my bio. You see my website and all that. My Snapchat is at Dre Baldwin. I ain't going to list everywhere I'm at, but if you go to my website, you can see everywhere else I'm at. Because I think if I list everything, you're going to forget everything. So I just tell you my Snap is at Dre Baldwin, and my website is the link in my Periscope bio. I can't stop talking. I got too much to share. I can't do it. Anybody else got a question? I'll take a question or two before we wrap this one up. How much did books help me? I can't even put a price tag on it. I mean, it's not quantifiable, but what I can tell you is I wouldn't be talking about what I'm talking about right now if I didn't read books. If I didn't read books right now, I'd probably be talking about, I don't know, some bullshit. The stuff who to follow and what to read about people skills. Go to my website and go to that link. Go to dreallday.com/read, READ. That's a recommended reading list. Read those books. That'll help you out. Start right there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Who's that? Holsey70. Thank you. What am I talking? I'm talking about personal growth, personal development, investing in yourself. Investing in yourself. Usually when people hear investing in yourself, their eyes roll to the back of their heads. They think it means money. It does not mean money. It can just mean time. Start with time. No, I haven't seen that movie. I don't really watch movies. But listen, everybody, hit me on Snapchat. You got more questions, check that link in my bio. That'll take you to my website. Tells you everywhere else I'm at, my podcast, my books, everything else that I'm doing. Everybody, have a great Saturday. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre@DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre All Day.